Hello everybody, my name is Molly and my project's name is Fulgum Gagachtina, which means learning for everybody in Irish. About me, I'm going to start off by telling you I'm 18 years of age, I'm dyslexic, and I'm in university. The reason I start off with these three facts is they are very important to my project. First of all, I'm 18. And people think when you're dyslexic and you're 18, it grows out of you and it doesn't impact you as much as it does every day. Well, that is a myth, and dyslexia is with you for life, and it is something that can affect you anytime in your life. Secondly, I'm in university. That's another thing. People have that stereotypical that people with dyslexia won't go far in life and won't excel in the academic profession. And so that's why my project is about being dyslexic. What is my issue? My issue is the lack of resources for people with dyslexia in secondary schools, which is high school in your equivalent. Um, Going to high school with being dyslexic can be very isolating because sometimes you don't always feel like you fit in, or the academics is for you because you're not built in a fit people with dyslexia. I'm going to explain to you what it's actually like to have dyslexia. So if you have a look at this visual that have here showing you, it shows on the left hand side, which is something that someone that's neurotypical, which means dyslexic, might see. It's like a more easier read version of words. On the right, on the other hand, is something that I see. And this is just a jumble of words and really confusing because I can't read as fast as other people, or I can't understand things as well sometimes because of the words. For example, today I haven't got any notes in front of me because if I was to have notes, that would confuse me even more because words are confusing. Why is it important to fix this problem? You might have noticed my project was called Fógam go gach duine. That means learning for all. The reason I did it in Irish is in Ireland, where I live, sometimes it is told that dyslexic people shouldn't do Irish. When I was diagnosed with dyslexia when I was 12 years old, the first thing I was told was to drop Irish, that you're not gonna be able to excel in it because languages, like your own language, is hard enough. For me, I think that is ridiculous and I don't agree with it. So out of pure pettiness, you need a H4, which is between 60 and 70% to study primary school in Ireland in Irish. And so I kept going at Irish, but I did ordinary level till I was 15. And then I took an exam to see if I could get into a higher level class, which is what you needed to do primary school teaching. And I got into the higher level class after doing that exam. And after 3 years of grinds and extra help, I got the grade that I needed. And I mainly did it was to prove that dyslexic people can do this if they want, if they have the, sorry, not if they want to, if they have the support to do so. I was lucky that I had a teacher outside school that gave me that support, but not everybody has that. So can be hard in a classroom when you feel like everyone else around you is at a different level because you aren't getting the support you needed. You can feel like a goat in a room full of sheep, and it is not fair because learning is for everybody. I'm going to show you, for example, this is actually a piece of my writing in French because I did French as well. And as you can see, all I get when I get my written pieces back is underlined words because of my spelling. Like, it's mainly what I see. And for me, I wanted to make a solution to try and help this because it can be it can be very hard in your confidence when this is what you're receiving back all the time and it never gets better. So I had found a solution for this. My solution is C-pens. C-pens are these amazing devices that actually scan any text that you have in front of you. So for example, I have a piece of paper here. It will scan the words as it goes, and you have headphones and you can listen to an audio like as it going, but it also has a built-in dictionary with over like 2,500 dictionaries in it, and you can pick any word along that text and it will give you the definition of it. Why would this help someone with dyslexia so much? It helps because people sometimes would have dyslexia. I know from my personal experience, you don't ask as many questions because you're sick of like every 4 words feeling like you have to put up your hand and ask questions constantly, that you feel like you're being the odd one out in a classroom. and it just, you feel embarrassed. So sometimes your learning goes backwards and gets worse because you can't ask those questions. So instead of having to feel like you don't have that independence in learning, you can literally pick up your pen and literally click and find a definition of words and read it as well, and you can have more independence in your learning. The device is on the right, on the bottom of the right. The only problem is these pens are really expensive. So I was able to go and view one, but I never was able to have one myself because they are between 1 to 4 pens. They cost $280. So they are expensive. And in my local area, they were not feasible for people. So what will this program take to get these pens? So it's going to be full-time. It's going to be accessible for all students. So any student that with dyslexia wants to access this pen can. And I'm also going to host an info night on dyslexia, which I'm going to talk to you in literally 2 seconds. And how will I make this all happen? A fundraiser. Okay, dyslexia info night. So I'm going to host an info night on what dyslexia is, because that is a big problem. People genuinely don't know what dyslexia is. So there won't be enough awareness put on it. So that's why I want to spread awareness on it. So for everyone that can learn more about it, if you have a kid that's dyslexia, or you have a sister, a sibling, a friend, and you want to support them, you can come and learn more and learn how you can help them. Who will be there? I have an author of a book that she wrote. She's actually in the bottom right. Her name is Eleanor, and she wrote it for kids that have dyslexia, because her 4 kids are all dyslexic. There's going to be an SNA, so a special needs assistant from my local secondary school, so she can talk about how she works with dyslexic people every day and how she thinks it can help. And also a representative from Dyslexia Association Ireland. They will talk about, once again, ways to help people. And lastly, I'm going to talk about my personal experiences on this project. How will we raise money for these pens? Obviously, they're expensive, so I'm going to have a fundraiser to spread awareness and to raise the money. So for doing this, I'm going to do a quiz, because it brings everyone together, families, all age groups. It's not isolating anybody. And in the quiz, it's going to be, I have sort of questions about people that people genuinely didn't know was dyslexic, and just have fun things like that, which will be nice to bring more awareness to it. And show also young people that might be dyslexic there that there is older people that have excel in life, and there is things that you can do. Who is going to help me do this? I have organizations. I'm very lucky. I have Friends Forever International, obviously, that will support me. And I have other organizations in my local area, like Eat Work Ireland, that will also have agreed to help out. My friends, students in the school, parents, teachers. So I will have support. So here's an outline of my costs. C pens will cost $2,800, which is very expensive to get 10 pens put in a school, which would be amazing. And then the dyslexia fundraiser for a venue and all that will cost $400. So my total cost is $3,200, which is, yes, a lot. I'm going to leave you with my conclusion and also my local giving page, which is at the bottom of this, where people can donate in the future for the project I'm doing. But I'm going to leave you with a quote that says, "I may have dyslexia, but dyslexia does not have me," because that is so true. Thank you.